Here's another game that you might see the title of. That's very interesting. I got this on both systems, Xbox 360 and PS3. Pacman Ghostly Adventures. New game. I'll let this cutscene play for itself. I'll just zip it. Also, you'll beat this game in less than 5 hours.
Sorry about that. Didn't mean to drop in on you unexpectedly. I've got something important to show you. A little help? Oh, don't worry, I'm fine. Anywho, check it out. Look what I found.
Whoa, those are just like the globe my parents left for me. The one that led us to the Temple of Slime.
Yep, only these don't seem to work. The other one was powered up. These just don't have any juice. It's like all their energy escaped somehow. I was hoping maybe you three could help me collect enough globe energy orbs to get them working.
We're on it. Let's get out there and... whatever it is, it's gonna have to wait.
I really should ghost-proof my lab.
Hack, Patrius is launching another ghost attack on the city.
Pacman!
I even got the DVD of it from Sound Club years ago.
What else is new? What does Patrius want this time?
We're not sure. He seems to have taken something from the storage building at the Science Center, but we don't know what it is.
Oh no! The frigid digitator!
Frigiditer, what's this?
It's a freezing machine. I invented it to cool things down if Betrayus ever tried to build another one of those furnaces to heat up Pacopolis.
What would Betrayus want with that?
I don't know, but I bet it's nothing good. I'd better get out there.
Be careful, my boy. Oh, and don't forget to collect energy for the globes while you're out there.
And the gameplay begins. So here we go, Pac-Man. That's what he does best, chomp. And not to mention Boo, the ghost. Which makes the game a bit far too easy. And too simple.
Oh, that's like medium. If you collect enough of that, I might be able to build you something that'll give you some extra hit points.
Yeah, thanks for the info, Cersei's, even though I already know this game from the back of me hand, sort of speaking. And get used to it, you'll be seeing Pac-Man doing these teleportation, through tubes. It's cutscenes every time he goes through them in these stages. Yep, promise me. Sorry, I got stuff in my throat. Once you get enough lives, you'll never get a game over. Like, never, ever. It just makes the game far too simpler. I did be in this game like twice before on the PS3. It's really easy. Sure, I died like a few times during the gameplay a long time ago. But it just makes the entire thing a little bit too simpler. Pac-Man does take like 3 hits and he's dead. Later on in the game, the levels can be a little bit difficult, but somehow entertaining. Also, spoilers, you'll get like power-ups. That's kind of like the way to Super Mario Galaxy. This game came out so long ago in 2003, where the show only lasted for like a few seasons and is already long and forgotten. The show did start in 2012, and then this game came out in 2013. And then later on gets a sequel that's actually slightly better than this one. There's not much else to say that you just get all the power pellets. I do never get all the achievement trophies because this game is, again, way too easy. I get it's for kids. What do I expect? When I first played this one so long ago, I didn't have a YouTube channel yet until like 2018. On Rick Martinez channel. Already 2 years of me doing YouTube videos for a long time now. So whenever Pacman takes damage, you can always get food to restore his health. My favorite one, this one, is the icy power to freeze enemies. Or one, you get like chameleon powers to go invisible and catch them by surprise. Like they powers to catch ghosts and eat them. And you get fire power too. I do like freezing ghosts. It's downright fun at times. And if you like freezing enemies. Again, it's kind of like Super Mario Galaxy. It plays almost exactly the same. And there'll be different ghosts that you have to use no word for it, different tactics and abilities to freeze them or burn them. There'll be different types of ghosts that you have to make sure you often defend yourself with. Not to mention there's like mini games. If you collect all the fruits, you play a bit of arcade mode. Which, believe me, it wasn't easy to complete most of them. I had a little bit of trouble trying to complete them. Not knowing what I'm supposed to be doing about skipping up the manuals. All I can say is these levels are far too easy. Yeah, it just makes it a little bit too, in the word for it, sketchy at a part of these ones. It is fun, but the music seems a little bit too quiet in most parts. And I almost forgot to mention Pacman is kind of more like a kid. They should just call this one Pac Kid. Yeah, or Pac Boy. In the Ghostly Adventures. Those of you who haven't watched the show, it has a bit of humor in it since it is a children's show. So basically in this game, you have to stop Betrayus from conquering in Pac World, an evil ghost who wants to rule it all. The only one that can stop him is obviously our hero, Pacman. Or what I call him, Pac Boy, because he's actually a child in this one. I mean, if I make my videos go on longer, I would have enough time to record the rest of this. You can talk to other people too, which is pretty neat, I guess.
What are you up to, Blinky? You know,
Oh yeah, and I almost forgot about these characters. Inky, Clinky, or Clyde are good guys in this one. Instead of being like the actual bad guys in the original Pac-Man games. Not to mention there's like an old Pac-Man cartoon from the 1980s. That happened so long ago. On pause. But these power-ups can be helpful if you find harder to reach edges. If you become the chameleon, you can swing across, jump platforms, and I almost forgot about Boulder, Pac-Man. And then you can easily squash your ghost enemies just like that. Plain and simple. And make it like less difficult than most other games do. The costumes look pretty neat and awesome, but it gets more of that in the sequel, and they actually look way better. Not to mention there's like a bounce ball Pac-Man, which he bounces around. Jump wall to wall just like Mario. I mean, there's no other words to describe. It plays exactly like the Mario games. Yoshi playing not like this game, but I might prove him wrong, but some parts of this game do get a little bit boring at times, but I still like it just the way it is. It's actually pretty fun, even though these enemies are far too simple to catch and for Pac-Man to devour so quickly. Sure, you can save most Pac people that have different color designs. It's when they get trapped inside that and
You're going to have to chomp them out.
goo.
The slime might not taste very good, but it gives you hit points just like food. There he is!
I mean, all I could say about this game, it's actually pretty fun. Really fun, and indeed. If you're like a huge Pac-Man fan, of course, you might actually find this one a bit of enjoyment out of the other Pac-Man games that were done in the past 20 years. There's to be on every system of Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, DS, etc., etc. You know how this goes. If you want to collect everything, good. But for me, I'd rather just move straight forward. And yeah, I forgot to mention, if you get hit, you lose your power-up for that momentary. It makes it a little bit, and the word for it, almost impossible not taking damage from ghosts. I mean, there's not much else for me to say. That's all you do in this game is just eat ghosts and complete the level and get your prize reward fruit. It is that simple. As long as you don't screw up like I do, and fall down to bottomless pits, you do it alrighty then. Alright, gonna end it here because you pretty much know the idea of how long my videos last. Eat all of these ghosts. Get them in my belly. And there we go. Do the rest of it in the next video. Ciao then, everyone.